but can you hear me?
Not laws, law. There's just one, the Golden Rule, and the punishment for breaking it's... well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming? Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now.
Well, you're bald.
Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost.
Mostly seeing if I can do things. I've already beaten this game once. Where am I going?
Fear is proof of a degenerate. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally.
I'd make a pun on his name, but I forgot what it was.
I'm afraid... Alright. Well.
He's not going to be happy in a minute anyway. Find him where he is, I don't remember. Thank you for the stairs.
That may be an impressive trinket, but you're still a barbarian.
My name is not Dave, madam.
This is a rather strange first impression, but I'm going to have to overlook it for now. You're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city in good time. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing.
Don't you mean
Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Yes. I am lying, but yes.
Well, but the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden.
Which is exactly why we need to get out of here.
It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
I don't have any questions right now because
good.
this
So,
isn't a playthrough.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to I authorize you.
Yeah, shut up. Hold on. Get this out of the way.
What is that thing?
It's a gun, and I was planning to kill you.
Don't be so foolish. If you kill me, we all die. Allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To illustrate, When the Golden Rule is broken, if you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. The same thing would happen if you...
Yeah. Everyone would die and then return to my original timeline with no way back.
Indeed. Thank you. I'll be waiting.
No, I'm not gonna rethink anything. You. No. I missed.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I'm out of bones.
Death.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Indeed.
Really? That's strange. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kinda rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina and murdered a local magistrate, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said that the voice of a furious god rang out, and the ground trembled and statues sprang to life, firing arrows at the city's inhabitants. Apparently, as the citizens screamed and died in pain, the stranger just vanished in a flash of light.
The angel looked dead. Yeah, that definitely wasn't me.
I didn't for one moment think it was, but the way you say that makes me wonder. I mean, I don't understand how you could have been here 2,000 years ago.
When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose.
I'm sorry, come again?
I still have the suicide note you carved into this tablet.
Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar?
Because
I've
it's
spent a
yours.
lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
With your hands, probably in a chisel, and...
I'm not following.
I killed the man who opened a time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
Now you're getting it. And now, you must die.
I guess. So what you're really saying is, you brought me back from the dead to let me die all over again. You saw the tablet. I spent a lifetime searching for a way out, and never found one. I can't see how I could possibly find one now. Seems like we're both gonna die here.
I regret nothing.
How can you say that? You murdered a man in cold blood, and now there's a city full of dead people. And it's only a matter of time before we join them. I guess all those old Latin inscriptions were right. Pro peccata unius multis dolabunt. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I have made a mistake. Because if the actual thing I want to do might take a minute. Granted, if you don't really care about the dialogue and stuff like that, I can just run through it as quickly as I can. It's mostly for a meme joke. This guy gets it.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So,
That's probably not all
wanna
you
tell me who
found.
you are?
That's why you're looking at me like that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Or she was trying to find something else, if you know what I mean. Well, running from the law.
Really? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't think I want to know.
And now that I've told you, I'm gonna need your phone and your money.
Oh, come on. In your state, I could drop you on your butt and drag you right back into that river if I wanted to. Look, you've just been through a trauma, so I'm gonna forget you said that. But you owe me, and I need a favor.
It was over the drive. Go on.
There are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped, or injured, or worse. I would have
And you
gone in
want
after
me to make
him,
him part of my
but he
harem?
made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping, if you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
Mind if I ask some questions
Oh,
first?
of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
You're not even gonna tell me your name.
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
I'd really like to know, especially if I'm going to be helping you. And potentially stealing your ID so I can steal your identity.
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
All those Karen memes must have really ruined that name, huh?
Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems, like finding Al. Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
I'll pass.
Are you serious? I just saved your life, and you can't do this one little thing for me. What kind of an Ugh. Look, if you won't do it for me, do it for yourself. You want to know what you're doing here, right?
Good point. All right, I'll take a look before you want to talk to my manager.
My hero. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Can I smack you with it? I already know where I'm going, so I don't need my flashlight.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in..." The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place. Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out.
Trust the Midas touch.
If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation. Or a warning. Al Worth.
These things are whispering to me in fancy.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, she'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
I just want to knock it over. Yay. Work up. Oh, there it is. Should I walk into the weird circly thing? That is the ultimate question. Geronimo!
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I've come for the bitches. Are you speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you, and what were you doing in the shrine?
Oh, you're not going to believe this, but I know this guy named Doc Brown.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, not right in the head? That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
Seriously, what's today's date?
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March? It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused.
Wait,
817 years since the founding of Rome.
The hell are those?
Where are you from,
I'm in the
exactly?
fucking past. Start jumping bullshit.
Not so loud. Just saying that name could land you in trouble here. If you haven't heard, his cultists burned down half of Rome last year. Horrible business.
The true cult
I heard
is the
Nero
cult,
executed
is
some
the
of them,
cult
but
of
a lot of people are
Janet.
still angry with them, even down here. So, if you're one of them, keep it to yourself. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So, let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Your laws? I am the law!
Not laws, law. There's just one, the Golden Rule.
Law.
And the punishment for breaking it's... well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him. So then, are you coming? Look, you seem like you might need a little extra help, and I'd feel a lot more comfortable if I showed you the way.
Don't worry about me, I know what I'm doing. I've played this game before.
All right, friend, suit yourself. Just don't do anything too reckless till you've spoken with Magistrate Sentius in his villa down there.
Okay, I don't think this will kill me, but... I've lived a full life. Okay, it didn't. I couldn't remember if there was ground there or water. I just need to talk to a few people first to get this meme. Oh, hello.
Fortune smile on you, sister. Ah, it's you again. Hope you're settling in, friend. Now, what's on your mind?
Why do you look like Mr. Clean?
Well, it's a long one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it. I'm a farmer. Always have been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and 2 little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. I sprinted so fast I almost threw up, but by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground, and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there. I took over the farmstead, but I was young, and it was a struggle.
Maybe you should have asked them a couple questions.
We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These Legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted. I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before
the
that
arrows
soldier
are always
knew it,
important.
split his face right down the middle. But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. Still burns whenever I think about it.
Well, maybe you should see a doctor about that burn.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved. So, then I found myself being transported all the way to Rome, to be sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways, Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times, but they always found me, and I'd just end up right back where I was. I'd probably still be there too, if it wasn't for the stampedes breaking out. You see, about 7 months ago, an enormous fire broke out in Rome. Everybody was running down toward the river, screaming and shouting.
I like fire.
Never seen anything like it. Human beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. The next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out of a river. Stumbled across this place and started my life over again.
I'm glad things have worked out in the end. Kind of. You still look like Mr. Clean.
That's what I thought too, for a while. But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again, safe from the grasping hands of the Romans. Or so I thought. Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I hand over all my produce. It's for the good of us all, he says. Only he takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right? So, it turns out our dear old magistrate is no better than the Legion thugs who took everything from me. I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting. And he'll get his, one day. He'll get his. Forget I said that last part, will you?
Sure.
Thanks, friend. I knew I liked you. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Was there... Alright, see you around.
Isn't that Bioshock? I can't remember. Getting all late. Where am I going? We... Don't talk to me in that tone of voice.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
Livia, go home. You're drunk.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the Forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives.
Fair enough.
The newly arrived.
Shut up. Let the buyer beware.
I love your clothes. You're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but there's something dangerous about you, like a prowling manticore.
Oh, stop it. No, please go on.
What was that? Some kind of joke? If it was, it wasn't funny. I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened. Let it go. All right.
Yes. Oops, wrong button. I know there's people you can ask to get an actual story. I just need to talk to more than one person.
Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort... I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. I'm afraid I have to insist.
And I'm afraid you're a slut. I'll pass, but I do have questions for you.
All right. Well, I can't force you.
What's your story?
I'm a legionary of the First Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man. keeping an eye on his daughters. Daughter, I should say. And the others. And making sure they're all behaving.
Oh.
I also keep a register of new...
Fair enough. Way out of here.
Alright?
Hey, Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I'm stoic, remember?
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone trust him to keep us safe, eh?
Why do I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Sentilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something...
He looks like a gimp.
Not even the Golden Rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
Huh. As if I'll be afraid of you, little man.
I wonder if I can just skip to what I want to do.
Arve.
Arve.
A new face. Arve, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
I'd like to get into your robes, please.
I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us, one way or another.
What's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
I'm in a hurry.
Oh, a hurry, you say? Let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
How did you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
A young woman named Karen dragged me out of a river unconscious and sent me in here. I think she wants me. I really think she wants me. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
It's an older name, but not uncommon where I'm from.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
What were you going to say?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember, and see if you notice any... Good. I just don't want... Thank you.
Okay,
now,
that's weird. The text didn't pop up where I thought it would.
let's do it your way. You know... Cap... You... Have you... I really... That is probably...
Okay, maybe I have to say something else.
And did you... Oh, keep asking Livy.
I don't know how to get it to trigger. There was a joke about memes that's supposed to pop up, but it didn't pop up. Shoot. Okay, this is the right way to go. No, she's not dead yet. Shrine may collapse at any moment. Oh, I thought I put something in there.
Help! You have to do something. A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's going to break the golden rule.
How is this my
Are
problem?
you daft or just callous?
Just callous. Good luck. I thought that gives you a trophy.
The shrine is collapsing!
There it is. I will die with you.
Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with...
Okay, good. I didn't want to be stuck with her being crushed under that, because I do not need her crushed under that. That would be very much bad for what I'm trying to do. Over here. Read.
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths.
Yeah. See what I can
Thank
do.
you. I have...
Do not go in there.
All right, Fabia, but now...
Okay. Next, go over here.
Stop right there. I am looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
Yes, I saw him worshipping a small round shrine just inside the city. Second building on your left.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Is anyone still in this stream? I can't tell. It doesn't show me if there's viewers. Where am I going? I can look at this ahead of time if I can't remember. Okay, now I don't think it registers. He's dead, Jim. But I'll take this. I'll take this. And I'll take this. And this single bit of money. Now where is... Oh, there he is. Hello, dummy.
You there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Go on.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues? Well, between you and me, I found an old scroll from years ago, hastily written, in which the author claimed something extraordinary and terrifying. He wrote that when the golden rule is broken, statues spring to life all over the city, wielding golden bows and begin firing golden arrows at the inhabitants. Supposedly, one or two of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped. And yet, on the other hand, I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested?
I think the Golden Goose is meant to be a cautionary tale.
Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not?
I'm interested.
Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me.
I am.
Good. Then none of this should be a surprise to you.
She
Diana
joined
is our
forces
goddess
with
of the hunt,
Superman,
the moon, and the underworld,
Batman,
depending on who you ask.
Green
The one
Lantern, and a
thing
couple other
priests and
people on
poets
the page.
agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess?
A golden bow? Maybe Taco Bell. I don't know.
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you-know-what.
But you want me to sell it?
Oh, gods no. If you tried that, we'd all be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions.
Just do it yourself, you fuck.
I'm more of an ideas man, whereas you're obviously the more resourceful and heroic type. I have complete confidence in you.
If it's not completely obvious, we shouldn't trust this guy, but we need to do it.
So, are you in, Pop?
I'll do it, but don't ever call me partner.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll hand over your bow, this is a quality. And here we are, a gold leaf bow.
Doll.
Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can, head on inside. It's just at the end of the street on the left.
So, any guesses what's gonna happen as soon as I switch out the arrows? Curious and curiouser. Obey. Now, where are the braziers? Extinguish. Extinguish. See, how do I do that? I can't remember.
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow?
Yes, I have it.
Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me, and
I knew I shouldn't have trusted you.
And yet you did. And now, here we are. With me out here, and you in there. Until you give me my bow.
How is this not against the golden rule? You said you'd split the riches between the two of us.
No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole.
Let me out. How can I trust you?
You're just gonna have to take your chances, I'm afraid. The bow, now.
Even if I gave it to you, you'd probably just leave me in here. Forget it.
I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man. Let's find out how many it takes to...
I'm going to save, because I'm pretty sure there's a trophy for dying to the bees. I think what? Great sting me. Attack me. Yes, I know the nest. Shut up. I think this is how you're actually supposed to steal the things, to jump up there and grab it. I don't think I can get up there. Oh well. Not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Okay, anyway. Ooh. Honey! I don't know, maybe he's shooting for his next B movie. Shoot! That was not the jump I was supposed to make. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, I just missed the jump. Because I crouched instead of ran like an idiot. There we go. Woo. Let's go. Barricades. Can I move them? Nope. No, I cannot. You stay away from me. What's that? Nothing. Nothing. Okay. There's another one. And he's on. Go. Nice boobs. Let's see.
You're not supposed to be here.
All right. Okay. I don't see any other zombies. Lordy, that scared me. Get away from me. I will plant my boot firmly up your broken butt. Supposed to give. Okay, go up here. Ooh, treasure. And a hole. There it is. Whoa. Hello, zombie. Get away from me. Get. Shoot. Bad zombie. There's more. Okay, that was pretty funny. I didn't know you could do that. There we go. I'll be... No, go away. Treasure. Oh. There we go. Now what's over here? That's just another way to come up. Oh, there's no one there. I broke the pottery. Kicking statues into zombies amuses me greatly. Take a look at the scroll nearby. I don't see a scroll. Oh. You don't care about the journal, it's just explaining that the person you saw earlier, who asked what I was doing here, is doing experiments on these statues. That's what's turning them into zombies, but I don't think she knows that. Get away from me. That took a bit longer than it needed to. That door doesn't open. Where do I go? Trust the Midas touch. Did I screw myself? I might have. No, I didn't. Okay, good. I thought I messed myself up. Me by surprise. Shoot. There we go. Here. Zombies, zombies, zombies. I have to come through here, but I know there's zombies. Oh well. Wait. Whoa! God! Get away from me! There's two zombies in here. Okay, unless it's just been the one. Thought there was another one. Oh, Lordy. Get away from me. Kept moving too fast, and that's why they're coming to me. I should have hit that first. I don't know why I'm so used by kicking the statues into each other. I don't want to look at the scroll. Oh, funny.
My beloved Galatea. My...
Here, zombie, zombie.
Thank you.
shot. Money. Oh, I thought there was a zombie here. Are you whispering to me through the statues of them? You must be Nevaeh.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
This has nothing to do with me.
Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you?
It's not just the statue whispering to me, a lot of them do it. But it's always the same voice.
What do you mean, the same voice?
It's like someone else is whispering to me through the statues.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it?
No, I swear.
Liar! You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you.
It apparent by accident. All I want to do is leave.
What? What are you talking about?
I got trapped in tunnels under the city and came up inside the palace.
Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
Never had any intention of hurting you.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
Wait, I can undo this.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
I can cover her in golden again.
What?
This golden bow is the weapon that encases people in gold.
Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll give you the key to my old medical chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I imagine it would help Lucretia ease the suffering of those still in the city. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
Alright, stand back. Yeah, crazy big. Wait, where am I? No, that's Leslie.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you, thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. Here's the key I promised you. It opens a chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I believe there are a few things in there which may be useful to Lucretia.
Vincent's wife? Vincent Valentine in this game?
Now, please leave. Go.
Can I talk to you? Or do you just say the same stuff again? Talk, dang it. And she doesn't say anything. That's where I came from. Okay, no, she's just idle the whole time. The whole time? The whole time. Straight up. Okay. Gotta get down from... Okay, there it is. I see. Oh, shoot. That hurt. And with that excruciating injury, I think I'll end right here. I'll just sit up here and enjoy the view. And see if I can shoot anything from a distance. Oops, wrong button.